birth certificate, marking, correcting the Aadhaar card, everything that comes on me.
So this South Indian movies, how did you develop interest and do you understand South Indian?
Actually, dub movie comes on the TV channels, UTV Action, Sony Max, Star Gold. I watch it there only. And
There is so many options of English and Hindi movies.
yes, there are so many means whenever I get a chance, I just see English movies also. Conjuring, Ring 1, Ring 2 horror movies, and many new movies, even of Sherlock Holmes. I watch. But
What qualities do you inherit from your parents?
yes, coming to that point, my father from the beginning, he was the one who was taking responsibility of the home. He was the eldest son, and my father was small at the age of 21. He was managing the marriage of my aunt. He was managing the studies of my uncle also, who was studying in the Manix as a civil engineer. And whenever the need for money comes, he used to send his salary also there. Whenever me supporting financially to my aunt and my uncle. So what I learned from them is you should never you should never fear from your responsibility. Just manage yourself, adapt yourself to the surroundings so that even whatever the circumstances be, you can reach a great level. I remember my father starting from as a newspaper seller as Raj. Today he is working in the Cholamandal as a regional recovery manager. So going from a bottom place to such a height without any educational background and financial support really admires me that I also need to become like that. Because don't blame your circumstances. Whatever you are of your own destiny. So work hard, destiny will also start supporting.
Okay. Right. So this depends when and how did it step into your life?
The defense started when I was small. My uncle from the mother side, he was doing his BSc from Bundelkhand University in biology. He was the one who was selected from the two students from NCC camp from his university for the Thal Sena Abhiyan TSA. Out of which one was not able to adapt himself for the physical exercise, so he went out and only my uncle was left. He was worked hard day and night and got an opportunity to participate in the IB interviews. But unfortunately, my grandfather from my mother's side rejected this, that they will not sign. A form needs to be signed which says that if anything happens to their son, they will not pressurize the government. My uncle requested a lot, they tried, everything happened, but my grandfather didn't accept this, being a single son. Now, my uncle always told me about different stories, how they were thrown out of the aircraft to do the parachute, they were just free. They always asked me that don't wait that nation will come to take your hand. Just give your best, be your best, whatever the destiny, but never avoid the responsibility that you bear towards your nation. Always work hard. Always go to the nation and ask them that may I help you? May I get the opportunity to be the part with you? This is what I am motivated. I am in my 4th year and currently I have 5 offer letters. The last offer letter was the highest one, paying me 7.5 lakhs and wanted me to join to the Hexaview technology. I rejected it. My college pressurized that this is against the dignity of the college. But I again rejected and they said me that they will ban me from the upcoming placement. I again rejected it because I want that after clearing the FED exam, I get an opportunity and I want 100% to be at the airport one.
But then if you don't make it, then you will lose out on the job. Bird in hand is better than two in the bush.
No, I will definitely not.
What makes you feel so?
So my confidence and my patriotism towards my nation. It feels me that from the inside I find inner satisfaction in serving my nation. The professional industry.
About this job, see, you're getting a good job, you're leaving. What do you think is special about the Air Force that you leave a job and you want to join the Air Force?
The Air Force is my interest. Always looking at the sky or at the long distance always give me an inner satisfaction. That is where Air Force is. And serving by the nation is my dream. Now, what is the special in serving the nation is the inner satisfaction. The life that I have is because of the many people outside there. From Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh have compromised their life. for me. Today what I am is due to efforts of those people, including my family. So joining the army, serving the nation, I can support my nation also and my family. But if
Which
I
branch
get
have you
into
opted for?
sorry sir.
Which branch have you opted for?
Sir, I have given the priority to the administration, then to the pilot, then logistics, and then to more.
On the one hand, you want to say that you are a very patriotic person. So don't you think as a pilot, as a maybe a fighter pilot, you would be delivering justice rather than an administrative job? Why administrative? Why not pilot?
The reason behind taking the administration was from the childhood. I earned the skills was in the field of the administration. Not getting closer to any army personnel, I have learned the administration skills well in my college, organizing different exhibitions, working as a class representative, and working as a different roles and responsibilities. I got a good administration. Now,
Tell me what you know about the airport.
Airport was established in 1932. It was established by the British as the Royal Air Force of India because of our participation in the World War II. We were given the word Royal. After that, in 1950, when we came in 1950, when we got the independence, we have implemented rules. We have just made it as Indian Air Force. We have also fought many wars with the Pakistan. We have done many operations also. Operation Meghdut, Operation Ganga, Operation Solamai with the Sri Lanka are the one of the best operations we have done. The airport is the hope of the Indian nation in the terms of the
When is the Air Force Day celebrated? Where was the last Air Force Day celebrated? Who was the chief guest for the flypast? Who is
वहाँ भी गई होगी शिट चिंता ना करो चिंता ना करो चिंता ना करो
अभी वो क्वेश्चन में बिल्कुल
आप बिल्कुल चुप रहो बिल्कुल
Where was the air show conducted? The recent, the last few days back, the Air Force Day was celebrated. Where was it celebrated?
So, I have not came.
Okay. What is the rank structure of officers of the Air Force starting from bottom to top? Where is the training of the administrative branch officers conducted? What is the duration of the training?
The training period is of 52 weeks. From the bottom to top, we will be given the flying officer, then we will be given the lieutenant flying, then colonel flying, then after that we will be for the major, and the top one will be the air chief staff of the Air Force.
So you say that in 1950 when we got independence, did we get independence in 1950?
No, sir, we got independence in 1947, but due to some structural changes, it took us for the time to implement those changes, to finding the way. So in 1950, the word Royal was removed from the Indian Air Force.
Okay. So can you tell me the names of some fighter, transport and helicopters of the Indian Air Force?
Yes, the one of the most important one is the MiG-29, the Air Force fighter. This was the fighter that we used in the Balakot air strike, where our
Which aircraft was this?
F-16,
Which Abhinandan was flying which aircraft?
the MiG-29.
Okay.
And he was also caught in the Pakistan by the Pakistan army. Then the Pakistan army, after 2 days later, sent him back. Another air force are the Tejas one, that is the LCA, light combat aircraft. The government has also announced that they will be replacing the Sukhoi aircraft with the Tejas aircraft in the coming year. And we are also prepared. It was manufactured by the HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. We are also working for the Tejas Mark II, which is a single engine aircraft that will be working. Another, coming into the helicopters one, Chetak are one of the helicopters. Chetak and are one of the helicopters that were developed by the HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. We have also one.
Right. So, Tejas, from your own assessment of yourself, what do you think are your strong points or the assets, some areas where you would like to improve or develop?
The asset that I found from my side is the feeling of the patriotism that I realize what I need to do in the life. The rejections of different offer letters and from the college, I feel this is the step that made me towards the goal-oriented. And this goal-oriented nature, when we have the hope, we can definitely find out. The weaker point that I find is the weak point that I find is due to my technical subject, I was not able to get more towards the army one. Like I should be in a more depth. I should develop more knowledge towards the army, like Air Force, the ranks here. That should be known to me if I am aiming. So I need to learn more about these things.
Okay. So, the for some reason, let's say you don't clear this SSB. Now you've already lost your jobs there. What are your alternate goals?
So I will definitely clear.
No, I'm saying, let's say you clear, you're not medically fit there.
If I am not medically fit, then I will just start working for the different sectors of the government where medicals cannot be. And like when I cleared the FPET exam, I got an hope that yes, serving the nation's comfort